For me to get really excited about a new game announcement, it needs to have three main things: quality, innovation, and focus. Much to my pleasant surprise, Mafia 3 contains each of these. What is going on, guys and girls? It's Ghost Robo, and this past week I've been in Germany for Gamescom, as well as the worldwide reveal event for Mafia 3. I got to see an extended demo, some of which you'll see in this video right here, as well as the trailer, and learned a lot about the world that the game takes place in. And I gotta say, I came away pretty darn impressed, which is extra impressive if you know me, because one, I'm incredibly picky, and two, I don't really love open world titles. I don't have a big soft spot for Grand Theft Auto, or Watch Dogs, or even Assassin's Creed, but I love the commitment on delivering a narrative-driven experience here, as well as some of the twists and turns they've imbued into the gameplay. One of which you'll notice right off the bat, which is that the team at Hangar 13 and 2K have placed an African-American character at the forefront as the main protagonist, the main playable character, which I think is very cool and also pretty darn bold. We're always seeking out an injection of diversity into our AAA games, and here it is front and center. He is a very deep and complex character, a cool guy as well, a likable guy, and I got to speak with the narrative director of the game, a very cool and likable guy as well, who ensured me that he is committed to making sure this is done right. It's one of the main reasons he wanted to tackle this project, was to do the character of Lincoln Clay right. And while Lincoln is definitely capable of brutal executions and a whole lot of bullets, I gotta say the combat looked very visceral and intense, had a great heft to it, and seemed like the audio was just spot on. If you like Batman Arkham Knight, you know that one of the main reasons combat is successful there is because of the crushing audio cues, and Mafia seems to borrow from that. But at the crux of things is the storyline, a battle between the Black Mob and the Italian Mafia set in the late 1960s in a fictionalized New Orleans. That's where Lincoln, all of his motives, all of his mindset comes into play, because this guy is all about family and seems to have quite the tortured backstory. He grew up in an orphanage, he's a Vietnam vet, and now he seeks camaraderie within his crime organization as he looks to rise to the top and make stuff happen in sort of an interesting dichotomy between psycho violence as well as this loyalty that will probably be very interesting and definitely has me attracted to the title. Here is the venue where I saw the game. Big movie theater-esque screen where it was revealed, lots of comfy chairs, lots of cigars, which wasn't the coolest. I'm not really that big of a fan of smoke, but I was a big fan of these guys. Old German dudes playing instruments, especially the guy on the bass in the back with the beard. What a legend. It was a nice place to see the game. It was very time appropriate, mood appropriate, and set a good vibe for me to see everything that they had to show. And I think one of the coolest things was the lieutenant system. You have three major comrades in this game that are going to assist you not only in forwarding the plot and pushing the story onward, but also in a gameplay sense. One of those three lieutenants is actually Vito, the main character from Mafia 2, which is a nice carryover to continue the franchise. But these three guys, when you take over a location in the game, like a stronghold, think of it in that sense, you can assign it to one of these three, and that will boost their skills that can be called in to do things like call off the cops, bring in sniper support, add a little bit of extra ammunition to your fights, and it seems like that's going to be a fun way for you to really mess with the world in the way you see fit. I'm a big fan of linear story-driven games, so that has me excited, but they also definitely wanted to make sure that they put in all the good open world stuff, so you will be able to tackle missions any way you see fit. They seem to be really focused on no failure but death, so that you're able to really experiment and tackle things from more of a stealthy way, more of a guns blazing way, while Lincoln is still very set and defined within the world because of their heavy focus on storyline. There are his... God, sometimes this game was just brutal. I was blown away by how just it packs a punch. There's his three lieutenants right there as they send this dude off to sweet dreams and alligator land. There's Vito, who we mentioned, but I get the sense that they're taking this more seriously than some of the other competitors, and I like that. It feels next-gen. There's a lot of verticality in the environments. You'll notice one right here. Like I said, the gunplay seemed very good, better than most open world stuff. And there is a whole lot of just dynamic events and people all over the world. A lot going on in this New Orleans setting. Right at the start of the video, you may have noticed a cop trying to stop someone on the street, and we could have intervened there at the risk of calling a full cop police patrol onto our tails. The driving has been modeled to be pretty realistic, they said. They wanted it to have like a sense that each time you go from point A to point B, it's for a purpose and with a little bit of fun. So it's not getting bogged down in sort of the driving along that line painted on the road. You know, that's something that just drives me crazy about open world titles, is the amount of time you spend just waltzing your way around the town. And you'll notice this is a pretty cool city, but I like the fact that we're seeing like battles within your car. Obviously it has a bunch of music. I sort of like just the way that it's pretty bombastic as well. Like right there, you're just jumping out of the car, blowing stuff up. So I'm looking forward to sort of that combination of the cataclysmic chaos that you can cause with more heartfelt plot pieces, and I know we're going to get those based on speaking with the people I did and sort of their desires and passion for the project, as well as just Lincoln and the significance that he plays. Like, he seems like a guy that you're going to really get to know in more ways than one, and hopefully has a little bit more oomph behind him than the typical main character in a lot of games we're seeing right here. I hope we get to explore the bayou. I hope we get to go play with some alligators, or at least tussle with some creatures outside of the city, and it looks like we'll do that because of the setting within the trailer. I'm actually very excited about this game. It comes out in 2016, as you see on your screen now, and it sure has a long ways to go. A lot more we need to see, but it seems promising, and for me to get excited about an open world game, that's awesome. We need more story-driven games. We need more risks and bold moves. We need more quality, innovation, and focus, and I'm happy to say that Mafia 3 is starting off very strong in all three categories. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up button if you had fun here today. Thanks so much for watching. Drink so much, y'all. Until next time, everybody, we will see you all later.